You've probably heard the word server a million times, right? But what does it actually mean? It's one of the most critical pieces of technology we use every single day, and in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly what it is and how it all works.
So, to get started, just think about your own day for a second. Think about all the things you do online without even thinking about it. Because behind every single one of those actions, there is something working for you, a machine that never ever sleeps.
You know, you're scrolling your feed and you tap on a video.
Or you fire off a photo to a friend in an instant.
Or you just type a web address into your browser and boom, a whole website just appears on your screen. It really does feel like magic, doesn't it? But here's the thing, it's not. Something, somewhere, is responding to every single click you make. So what exactly is making it all happen?
All right, let's get right down to the answer. We're going to break this down in the simplest way possible.
At its heart, a server is really just a computer. But it's not like your laptop. It's a super powerful, highly specialized computer. Its whole job isn't for a person to sit down and use it, but to store information. We're talking websites, videos, messages, and deliver it to your devices anytime you ask for it. And if you want to boil it down to one simple idea, this is it. The clue is right there in the name. A server. Its entire purpose is to serve information. It's a computer whose only job is to serve data to other computers. That's the whole game. So this sets up a constant digital conversation. Your device, your phone, your laptop, that's what we call the client. It's the one always asking for stuff. And on the other end, you have the server, which is constantly listening for those requests and then providing the information. This simple little dance, this back and forth, is what makes the entire internet function.
Okay, to make this idea really stick, let's use an analogy that I think everyone can get. Just imagine the entire internet is one massive, bustling restaurant.
The whole process works just like that. When you click on a video, that's you placing an order. That order goes straight to the kitchen. That's the server, which immediately finds the data you requested. And then it sends it right back to your table, which of course is your screen. You ask, the kitchen prepares, and it delivers. It's really that simple. And this is the crucial point. A restaurant without its kitchen is just an empty room with tables, right? There's nothing to serve. Well, in the exact same way, the internet would just be a bunch of disconnected phones and computers without servers to do all the work. They are the engine, the kitchen, making everything happen behind the scenes.
So if a server is just a computer, what's the big deal? What makes it so different from the laptop or phone you're watching this on? Well, they're built for a completely different purpose, and that means they have some very, very special features. For one, these things are designed to run 24/7. They never ever turn off, because a website needs to be online at 3 a.m. just as much as 3 p.m. They're also built to handle massive amounts of traffic, thousands or even millions of users at the same time, and to store just staggering amounts of data. And crucially, they're built with tons of backups and redundancies, because if a server fails, a piece of the internet literally goes dark.
These machines aren't just sitting in somebody's office. Nope. They are housed in these massive, specialized buildings designed for one thing and one thing only: keeping servers running perfectly. And these buildings are called data centers.
I want you to picture this. Huge rooms filled with endless rows of humming machines, all being kept perfectly cool by industrial-grade air conditioning. These places have intense security because they literally hold so much of our digital world, and they're run by the giants of the tech world. Think Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. When you hear the term cloud computing, this is what people are talking about. This global network of data centers offering massive computing power whenever it's needed.
So, we know what they are and we know how they work. But let's zoom out a little and really understand their role. Why are servers so fundamentally important to all of us?
Well, it's because not all servers do the same thing. They're specialists. Web servers are the workhorses that deliver the websites you browse every day. File servers? They're what power services like Dropbox or Google Drive, letting you get to your files from anywhere. Game servers create the shared worlds where millions of people can play together online. And database servers are the ultimate organizers, managing all the information for huge social networks or online stores. Each one has a critical, specialized role.
Now, just for a second, let's imagine they all disappeared. What would actually happen?
First off, the entire World Wide Web would just vanish. There would be nothing there to serve the pages to your browser.
Every app on your phone that connects to the internet, it would just stop working. No social media, no news, no navigation. And finally, our ability to communicate online. We're talking email, messaging, video calls. It would all just stop, dead in its tracks.
And that is the ultimate takeaway. Servers aren't just part of the internet, they are its foundation. They're its backbone. Every single click, tap, and swipe you make is a quiet conversation with one of these powerful machines working 24/7 to keep our digital world alive. It really makes you wonder what other invisible engines are out there running the world we see every day.